Yes, hello everyone. Hope you're doing well today. So today, I was a little bit late. I was half an hour late than usual. I was just doing my prep. So let's get into it. So after the big buy, which was 2 days ago, yesterday we tried to sell, but the selling was bought, and now we are in a position of consolidating. And so we may today have a continuation of this consolidation, sorry. So I'll show you what I mean. Uh, so so you see here my chart. This is 4 hours chart. So what we see, we just came here, we bought, we came down, but we didn't fall down. So this one looks like there is a support there. So we're trying to consolidate now. The market is trying to pressure down, but there's still buyers holding it. I'm going to talk about specific entries and stuff, etc. But now just give you the general picture. So according to here, we may see either come down. Oh, sorry. Uh, yeah, we may see either to come down here or consolidating and then push again to test these highs. And this is the second scenario. This one is most likely. Okay, now let's go into more into depth. Okay, so we have now at the right is a 5-minute chart. That's a new entry, just to know, just to show the big picture, and I can see the trends more clearly because I trade on 1-minute chart. And this is like my high time frames chart. Before showing you my high time frames, I'm gonna show you the actual high time frames, the panel. I'll show you what I mean. So basically, we see here that we bought, we found resistance at the DVA low, the yearly, they just came back, and now the big resistance to the upside is the yearly previous DVA low of 2024, we see. So we're just consolidating between this support level and this resistance level. And this may take a few days, but it may break it today as well, we don't know. So this is a big picture. We see the quarterly as well. There's a Vivo quarterly there, just holding the price. And here is the weekly as well. So I've drawn all these levels, and now let's go back into it now. Here we are. So here we see everything. So basically, my basic scenario for today is we go long up to here. It's a yellow previous DVA low, short, long from either here if it holds or flashes, or from the yes quarterly previous DVA low. This is the lowest of the range. Or if this fail breakdown doesn't hold, then below 51.55, I'm gonna short it. So I'm just gonna do with different colors so we know. So basically we go high here, either this one or this one fail breakdowns, and then with red, if this one doesn't break out, we can go back in, or I'm gonna short below the 51.50s for short if this doesn't hold this level. So I'm just gonna do a screenshot of my record. So I'm just taking a bit fast, just trying to catch up because the market is open. So more specific scenario, we see, as I see here, this is the first support that might be held. This is the first support here we see. This one. That might be defended in a bullish scenario. If this one doesn't break, we may do another fail breakdown, by the way. That's another thing to keep in mind that we did earlier today. We may not see it here. If it falls below, we may see a fail breakdown in this level. This is a quarterly previous DVA low, you see. And here this will be defended. We may see, as I said, we may see another fail breakdown here to the upside. Just be aware that fail breakdown we may not see here, but we may see in the overnight low, a bit lower. Now the tendency of the market is to go short following the rejection of the yearly DVA low. But the whole point of today's session is can the buyers hold the price? Can the buyers hold the consolidation and push higher beyond the yearly DVA low? That's the whole trick. And we can find out soon, I guess. So basically, we're just now waiting for the setup to appear, any of the setups. As I said, I did a screenshot, so I'm just gonna keep posted on my screen, just not to deviate from my plan. And then I'm just gonna show you my intraday chart. Yeah, okay, so we're in my trading chart. This is the 1 minute. I have it 1 minute because I like to see the fluctuations in the price and sense the sentiment. But it's also helps me to manage my trade better, more precisely, according to the Mancini's level. By the way, the Mancini's level today correspond very well with the high time frames, as we saw. This level here, which says it was the first target we actually reached, was the yearly previous DVA low and the overnight high. And here we see the support level here is the weekly previous DVA high of the first week of February 24, but it's also a very nice level, which is the monthly VWAP. The monthly VWAP, to remind you, was the first target many days ago, which was rejected, and we broke it during a few days ago during the big push. So that's a big area. So we basically what we did, if you consider the monthly VWAP as a reference point, I'm going to show you what I mean. It's a bit hard to imagine. A sec. So if you take as a reference point this one, the monthly VWAP, what we did is we came down from the rejection. We did a fail breakdown, a big one, to the monthly VWAP. We came up, and now we just retesting it from the upside. So we're testing again the first support, this consolidation here. We're just testing it. I'm not interested in buying it just yet because it's the second test and this one has been tested many times. What I'm interested for is something like this here. If it breaks below recover, we'll do a fail breakdown, then I'm gonna take it. The same thing goes to here. I'm not interested in selling here. I'm interested only in buying at this level. Not especially directly, but especially if we do like this, like a fail breakdown. If the failed breakdown doesn't work, what we don't do and we just drop below this one, this is the lowest of the range. It's the quarterly previous DVA low. Then I'm looking to short, having as a first target the 50.75, and then probably we're gonna continue lower. By the way, one thing I need to correct is that yesterday's previous DVA, it's the yellow zone. Okay, I need to delete it. I'm just gonna make a new one. I always do that because it helps me have a picture of where we're starting according to yesterday's DVA. Yeah, something like that. Okay. So basically now we see we are within yesterday's DVA. I use it sometimes as in conference as well for my trades. Yesterday, by the way, we had a nice trade. I didn't take it because I was on my computer. It was this one. So the previous DVA was just about here to here, lower. And if I show you, yesterday I was aiming for two trades. This one was a cutting edge point, so I was thinking of either doing this or if it fails to go like this, aiming until the previous DVA VWAP, which was around here, I think somewhere here. But I had to go for work around here at this point, so I wasn't sure if it's gonna hold or drop. So that's why I closed my trade in opening position. But after like only a few minutes, only after, how was it? 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock to, yeah, like in 15, 13 minutes, like after I left for work, we see that this one broke and there was a nice trade to the downside of approximately 200 points. And that was insane. Yeah, it does. It's one of those things that happen, I guess. We can't do much. Yeah, that my mistake was I didn't put any alert on it, so I just left for work. But today I plan to do any alerts. I'm gonna be tracking on my way to work just in case. So today mostly I guess we're gonna have a range day. So if we have a range day, we can fade the extremes. It's a classical tactic. And what I mean by that is, what I mean by fade the extremes is if this one holds, then we can short it, or we can long this one, or this one if it holds. But these are secondary, to be honest. I'm mostly interested in these ones, or a fair breakdown to this one and buy it. These are really nice trades. It's fading the extremes. If we break out, then that would be a nice test to the LDVA low, which by the way, I need to adjust the LDVA low because it's moved since last time. Okay, so the LDVA low. Oh, sorry. that was a mistake. I meant to do this one. This is the yearly DVA low. So this one is okay. Has moved a little bit to the downside. As I said, there's nothing for us to do now. We're just basically holding within a tight range. So we see with a lot of levels here, high time frame levels stacking up each other. So there's going to be a lot of choppiness, and we see that choppiness. I'm just waiting for the price to come to the highs or the lows and see from there how I'm going to act. Yeah, so we see that choppiness here. We see some buyers are really trying to push that. See some strong movement here, which wasn't in my immediate interest to buy from there. Just gonna show you something. Have a good idea. Oops, sorry. So yeah, I just want to show you. I just made it this five minutes so you can see the big picture. So we can see how we bought this dip. This one was the VWAP. Sorry, that was the VWAP here, the monthly VWAP, and we saw that first one tested. We fell down all the way to the monthly previous low. Here's yellow pips DVA half 2023. We tapped into it, just create a base, and after creating base, it just exploded along with tariff news. And then we came to the yearly DVA low, which was here, and the quarterly previous DVA VWAP, And now the normal course would be to come down again and test the breakout point, which is here. But instead, we didn't do this because here there are buyers standing and we bought this thing. And now what we're trying to do is consolidate. We're just building another base to aim higher and retest of this level. So if we break this level, which is the yearly previous DVA low, then surely we're gonna aim for first target the yearly DVA low and the second target this one. But alone this one, it could be sorry, can be around, sorry, uh, yeah, okay. So I was just looking for the right tool. Actually, although this one is just around 60 points, which is very decent. But all we need just basically today just leave this area because this area is not good for trading. Leave this area and just start trading upper, higher or lower. So yeah, I just want to show you the whole picture of the market, what's going on. Okay, I just put some alerts now. So yeah, we're still consolidating in this small area. Nothing much. We see some really big volume coming now, but still they can't break above. Yeah, we basically we see some really big volume. For me, as I said, I said to my friend of mine, it's market is quite choppy now, so I'm not gonna be bothered. If we break above the yearly PVC low and above the overnight high, so if we break above here, then yes, of course I'm interested in go long. You see, or go short if we fail again to break down. So, but that's an area I'm interested in buying, doing trading, not here. So I'm free to trade for the next probably around an hour or so. So if something happens, then okay. Then for the next hour, I'm just gonna put alerts. If something happens on my way to work, I may take it, but nothing surely. That's the if you say that's the good thing and the bad thing about working. It's just it gives you like a steady salary. But on the other time, it takes you a lot of free time and makes you lose very nice opportunities in the market. But you can't do without it at least in the first stages. So you basically have to be patient and take whatever trades presented at you at the time you are trading. So to be honest, there are a lot. I was expecting to be only a few opportunities, but yeah, TradingView works better for that way because you can trade from mobile phone. It syncs all your charts, so you can be on the move while trading. And just put alerts and then decide, on the spot what you're gonna do. Of course, it's not as detailed or it's not as powerful as Sierra chart, but it has some pros and cons, and then depending on its individual situations, then you can, decide the platform you're going to be trading on, uh, depending on your personal circumstances. By the way, now we see some spike here because there was preliminary consumer sentiment expectations. That's why we see some spiking now. It's this one. So we see it's preliminary consumer sentiment expectations. You don't have much of a deal. It didn't happen like a lot. Just know why this one spiked now. Yeah, sorry, I just realized during my previous explanation my microphone was turned off for some reason. Just want to show you just once more what Mancini says is basically we did a field breakdown here. We had this level, and he says if price comes again to it, you can sort it below here because he says that after a failed breakdown, there are two ways. You can either continue to the upside, or which happen many times, you can see this level as a pullback and go to the downside. So he says if that fails, we come to the downside. You can directly like buy it. I don't expect to see many bounces here, to be honest. We may see some small reactions, but you can short from either here. But certainly this one will be a nice level to watch. So I'm just waiting for price to go there now. But it seems it just chops around. Meanwhile, I'm just doing other work. I'm just trying to load to put into trades with some of my old trades so I can save some time from another day. It just pisses me off how Windows have become so slow. Yeah, I hope we don't go chopping like this around for the whole trading day. It's gonna be disappointing. Yeah, we have to wait. We can't do anything else. So Okay, we're testing this level now, so it may be of our interest now. If you break too short below, I'm talking about this level. But we have also the previous DVA low here, and here the overnight low, so we may see some buyers stepping in. But I trust Mancini's technical analysis, so I may take it straight away if we break below. Or just wait and give it some time, and we'll see if we see some pullbacks or some weird stuff going on here. We see possible some, last reaction. Don't see it going anywhere. Just mostly we're just gonna dive. So what I'll be saying here, and I'm gonna show you. So what Mancini says is basically we will come here if this level here fails, we can't just sell it straight away because we did the first failed breakdown, so it's most likely to fall down straight away. So now we're at the cutting edge point. We're just waiting for this level to break. Yeah, this level. Okay, we're still testing it. Okay, another tweet from Mancini. He says ultra tight coil continues, the tightest rate in weeks, 100%. 52, 52, 85, 52, 85. Reclaim this one, this reclaim level. Ticket long as posted, okay. But we were not interested in taking. Not in this environment anyway. If this was the normal environment of ES, so we didn't see the volatility we have seen like the last 2 weeks. Probably I would take it, but not like in this environment. And then he says, as warned, trade level to level, and then he says we managed to get 53.40s. 53.40s, yeah, this one. Before selling down range as well, no change. 52.85, 52.85. Yeah. So this level must be reclaimed in order to pop up, and below, so basically below 52.52, which is this level. If we fell below, we aim for 5,200, this one. So he says if we reclaim this level again, what I'm thinking, we may actually do a fail breakdown to this level. So you see, that was the level. We may see some fail breakdown here. That would be of interest. Just curious. So this black line we need to reclaim in order to pop higher. Yeah, it's the lowest of the retest. Makes sense. I may try something there, considering we are in a tight range. And we see some failed breakdown here as well. So I might give it a go with 1 micro. It's not the A plus at top, it's not the high day. It's not the trade I would be wish for. Just maybe like a B setup, we'll see. You see now it's building some kind of like it failed to break out here. We'll see. We may see some choppiness around here now before it decides whether it's gonna go up or down. It seems we're pushing. Okay, I bought it. I'm gonna aim for selling around here. I'm gonna put my sell stop just below here and I'm gonna trail it. I'm just leaving some space now to do something. We may see some choppiness around, take some time to go there, like we did here. I'm just gonna leave some space. As I said, I'm only with 1 micro because it's very choppiness. There's a lot of choppiness. So plus my account has been shrinked the last 2 days. So far it's building a good one. I'm having the impression that one of these moves may actually trigger a bigger long to the upside around here. So just doing some fair breakdowns to take these stops in order to go a bit higher. But we'll see how it's gonna go. You just need to give it some time. But definitely see some buyers there. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it for now. See who's gonna go. Also, if you see the 5 minute chart, I think it does kind of, if you see here, it kind of does like a bullish flag, a very loose bullish flag. No, actually, so it's a bullish wedge. It's a bullish wedge. You see? So I expect one of those moves to pop higher and there's at least this one, if not breaks to the highs. But that's just my opinion. It doesn't mean it's gonna go like this. We also see now, let me turn on the other chart. We also see now absorption here. Did you see? This absorption. This one got absorbed. Price didn't go anywhere here. You see? This one got absorbed. This is another reason why I hold my trade. Just now it tries to break above the VWAP, and that's why I find some resistance there. It may do it later on, like it did here. You see, it didn't break with the first, did another pullback, and then broke above. So we may see another dip, and then break above. That's why I'm willing to leave so much space for this trade, because we may see some minor pullbacks, and then some minor pullbacks and then break above. Also, we see a lot of absorption, so these are just probably like minor wicks. In any case, all the trades you need some room to develop, especially in a chop environment. But our trade had correct entry. Our trade had correct entry. It was the loss of this level was reclaimed, tested, back tested, absorbed. So our entry was really very nice correct at this point. It was just above the reclaim of this level. So now we just basically we need to give more time and see if it's gonna succeed or fail or come down and what it's gonna do. The most surely is that we certainly build up a nice consolidation, a nice base for a leg up, but we don't know when this leg up is gonna happen. Could be now, it could be tomorrow, could be in 2 days. Who knows? That's why I don't want to really sell the one here. I just want to trail it And just in case we break, because the last time when we broke the monthly VWAP, we did 2 hours of consolidation. We are now at an hour and a half or so. So it could be any time we see like a big pop up like the other day. Oh, nice. Should have kicked me out. What the hell? If I hadn't go, if I hadn't had to go to work in probably 45 minutes at the latest, I would have taken this trade, to be honest. If I skipped, I would just be waiting to take from the extremes. But that would be probably a nice alternative, to be honest. So we see now we spend some time above, so we spend around 10 minutes. If we keep consolidating at this level, it's very likely to see a pop up to this level here. It's basically it's around 40 points, 150, which is very nice as a okay. We're just popping up now. We broke the VWAP. Let's see. Probably I'm gonna sell here. Because it's enough. It's 40 points. It's around. Let's see. I see very violent move. Let's see if we can actually trail it. I'm gonna see and react here. I expect to break this level now and go up to here. I guess we're at the previous day VWAP now, but it's been tested. It's been like ridiculously tested, so it's very weak. Just give it some more time. So where are we at now? You see, we dive deeper. We went to the very high. We dive deep, even deeper now. And let's see, it's gonna be the explosion we wait for, or we're just gonna stop again at the DVA high. In any case, we expect to go here again. Just gonna give it some more time. I see the buyers coming, and they have positive delta as well, so I guess it's a matter of time to trim some sellers here at the previous VWAP. If we go here and I see we do a couple of candles like this, in array, I'll close the trade. But I give it some time just in case we test the highs. So you see three in a row here happening. There's also three in a row here, so we may need some time to break above. There's some resistance, you see, it's at the VWAP, so we may see some time to break it. In theory, it should be able to break it, because we dive deeper. We keep building positive candles, so let's see. If it breaks now, let's see. Yeah, we should be able to break it, because this test has been tested heavily, so it's quick now. Okay, we're just going above. We just wicked above. In any case, I'm gonna bring my a little bit tight, just in case we see a retracement here. Because never trust your theory, because you know what I mean. I say it could be tested because it'd be like 3 times, but what if, you know, it doesn't go this time, it wants to go lower, and you know, what if it goes like one here, it does lower high, and it goes like this, and tests the lower again, and this one is like a tunnel, you know, like a watch. So yeah, yeah. So basically, I don't have anything else yet. Uh, Let me see. Yeah, yeah. It was a decent trade with one micro. It's around 80. It's around 8% for the day. Probably more because the account is very small. So I think that will be it for now. Just gonna have some lunch and go for work. Just gonna take some screenshots. Yeah, by the way, here is exactly the quarterly previous VAV WAP, which has been tested heavily, but it's still a quarter level. So, and it's still during the coiling, you see. It's still like the coiling, you know, still does the coiling. We may see some breakout later, so I'm gonna keep my alerts up just in case something big happens. And yeah, just gonna take some screenshots. Yeah, one decent trade. That's all you need today. You don't need much. Yeah, so we need now what's happening. It probably does like a pullback again, but it's very choppy. You can't trust. You have, as Mancini says, you have to take it level to level. So you don't know in between, how many times it's gonna come up and down, consolidating or chopping around, before it goes to your direction. It probably does like a pullback and it's gonna test it again. That was like I was saying, like it was another trade, but especially after the second test. Uh, but as I said, you see how much choppiness there is around, so it's not ideal situations. But still, yeah, I mean, you can see you can do some decent trades, a small range, but still you can do it. Just need patience. Um, Okay, guys. Thank you for staying with me during this trading hour. Uh, I had to resort to a D-setup trade uh, because nothing from our scenario just happened within our trading time. May happen later tomorrow, who knows? So I had to take a beta scenario, which it didn't go as was expected, but I got some decent profits, around 5 to 6%. I just need to calculate it. Um, we'll just win for the day, and that's what matters in the end. And yeah, that's it for the day. You have a nice day. You have a nice session. You should carry on. And I shall see you Monday or Tuesday, probably. One of these days may have day off. Either if I don't have any of these days, probably Wednesday. So yeah, take care and trade safely.